All right, we're back at Capital Casino going for another $500 or better win. We got 5 hours to do it, but hopefully it won't take that long because I have other things to do today. Anyway, as I said before, this is my favorite place to play in the Sacramento area. They got really good games, really good food, and I love the staff. So going in, they do have a temperature check area. Make sure that you're not a corona spreader. I've been down here, and so someone reminded me I forgot to put my mask on. So after I did that, walked through the casino. All the tables are out in the tented area now, so the main casino floor is pretty empty. As you can see, they got 11 poker tables and I think 7 or 8 Asian game tables all up here. Very comfortable, very clean. In fact, I took a video of one of the chip runners cleaning a rack of chips. If they do a color up while they're on the floor, they'll just clean the chips this way. Otherwise, all chips are cashed out the cage and all chips get washed in a machine once they're cashed out. So I start off with a $300 stack in a 1-3 game. It looks like a pretty decent game. First person opens up for 15. We get 5 callers, including myself, and I got pocket deuces first hand out of the bat. Flop a big air ball there, nothing to do with it. Ace 9-9, and I got 2 black deuces, so we're just getting out of the way and watching someone else take down the pot. Following hand we play, we got Queen 9 of diamonds. Someone min raises to 7, so I go ahead and want to see a flop. I'm trying to see more flops today and maybe get a more entertaining action going. A friend of mine said I was a little bit too much on the nitty side of the first video. So anyway, the flop comes, it gets checked around. Turn card gives me a flush draw, but I really can't bet this without everyone knowing that I'm just on a flush draw. So I just let it go and go on to the next hand. This one's kind of interesting. I defended from the big blind with pocket sevens. The initial raiser checks, button bets 30. I think he has nothing. I go ahead and float him for the 30, planning on taking it away on the turn. The initial raiser also calls, so I'm thinking maybe he has a weaker queen, king, jack. But he has to worry about me having a 9, so when a 3 comes on the turn, I just go ahead and represent a 9, see if I can get him to fold because there's another player behind him. He was undeterred and decided to call again, so at this point I am done with the hand. I took my shot and it's over. The river card comes though is a 7, so it gives us a full house. So it's better to be lucky than good. I go ahead and bet out 100 for value, and he pays it off with king, queen. Next hand, I have ace-8 of spades in the small blind. Player opens for 11. I defend. We go 5 ways to a flop. Flop comes ace-high. No spades. 2 hearts on board. Player leads for 25. They could be doing this with a draw or an ace. So I don't know which. I don't know the player that well. So I decided to give it a call and see what happens on the turn. Turn card comes as a jack of clubs, I believe. And I check it to him, and he checks it back. I'm thinking that maybe he doesn't have an ace. Maybe he does have a flush, or I'm still not 100% sure. But when the ace of hearts comes on the river, I'm concerned that he has a flush. So I do a little blocker bet with my ace-8 because I was going to call him one way or another. If he puts in a raise, I'm going to have to let it go. He thinks for a while, thinks for a while, thinks for a while, and then finally calls. And I turn over my hand, and he thinks for a while, and he thinks for a while, and he thinks for a while, and then he finally turns over his hand. So a little bit of a slow roll. I'll put that in my memory files and keep it close to my heart. Following hand, we got a 5-way limp pot. I got ace-6 of clubs on the button. Flop comes jack high with 2 clubs. Early position player leads at it for 15. Person to my direct right calls the 15, and I also call. Turn card gives me a pair of 6s, so I have a little bit more equity going than I did before. Person who led before leads again for 40. Person next to me ends up making the call, and of course I'm going to call behind. I think person to my right might be on a flush draw by the way he was calculating the pot odds before he made that call. Well, the river card comes along, and we miss our flush draw. It would have been nice to make that, but it was an ace of spades on the end. So again, we're running hot. We're catching cards. It goes check, check to me, and I bet $80, trying to get some value out of a hand like King Jack, Queen Jack. First player folds, and the player to my right folds, and then starts talking about how he always misses his flush draws.
Shame, man. Top 2 never comes. 2 parts coming, it never comes. Good draw, flush draw.
First of all, I'd like to say I played this hand poorly. The under the gun player opens for 25. I looked down at 2 aces and I raised to 60. There was a cold call behind me, and then it folds around to the under the gun player who puts in the call. For the under the gun player, I put him on a range of ace king, ace queen, maybe king queen suited, but most likely hand like pocket kings, pocket queens, pocket jacks. When I saw the flop, first card I looked at was a king, and my heart sank. I thought there might be a chance that he had pocket kings in this position. He checks it. I checked it behind to see what the short stack was going to do, and he goes ahead and he bets most of his chips, which was only $65. The under the gun player now calls for the 65, and originally I thought I was going to put in a check raise here. I decided against it because I wanted to keep the under the gun player in with this entire range. I thought if he had queens or jacks, he might take a stab at it. And since I have the ace of spades, I wasn't too concerned with him catching an additional spade. Turn card comes at 8 of diamonds, and he goes ahead and leads into me. I figured he would do this with his entire range, just trying to represent something to get me off maybe a lone spade hand. I went ahead and put the call in, and then the short stack was all in for $6 or $7. The river card comes as another blank, and he checks to me. I just check it back. I didn't think I was going to get a call from him with anything less than a hand that could beat aces. I think that was a mistake. I should have value bet it. I was concerned that he might have kings for some reason. I know it's totally foolish after looking at this, but don't play it like I did. We went ahead and cashed out for $9.40. Hey guys, just a quick recap of our play yesterday. As I said before, I played those aces so bad. I am totally embarrassed. I don't know why I didn't value bet it. I don't know why I didn't check raise like I'm supposed to. It's just awful. Don't play it like I played it. Play it better. Quick update. I played for maybe 40 minutes yesterday. In the first vlog, I think I put a total in of maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. And we're up 900 on the first one and up 640 so far, or on the second one. So keeping a running total, that's 1540 for the first 2 vlogs. We're going to be heading back to the casino tomorrow, putting in another play. Hopefully our run hot will stay and we can get another win. Once again, thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and I enjoy putting out the content. I'd like to hear your feedback, and play good, play better than I played those aces. Anyway, take care guys, I'll see you next time.